You was only afraid to be rejected. You just wanted to be accepted. But what if I tell you that nobody can reject you? Okay? Nobody can reject you. How does that feel knowing that no one can reject you because you don't give them the option to do so? And if they do, it's not because something is wrong with you. It's just simply what they want. But whatever they want doesn't have to give you a meaning of you not being good enough. You don't have to define yourself based off somebody else's actions. Why wouldn't you want to do that? Because that makes you a servant to them. You don't want to be a servant to somebody's yes or somebody's no. You don't want to be a servant to somebody's high or to somebody's low. You don't want somebody to take you on a roller coaster ride of emotions. You have your own life. So just like they have a choice, you have a choice too. And just like they have the option to leave you, you have the option to leave. Know that. Stand in your power. So how does it feel to know, like, okay, well, I don't have to move from that angle because nobody can reject me. Nobody can reject me. The situations you've been through, you just seen it that way, right? You had expectations and your emotions was involved. So you have a habitual process of processing things from the victim mindset by saying, okay, if this happens, well, that means that. Since they did this, that means that. Since then, that means that, right? So you putting yourself at the meaning again of somebody else's actions. But if you do, they can choose you one day, you happy. Then the next day they can just decide to throw you away like trash. Then what? Now you having to deal with the emotions of that. Okay? Know who you are. Know who you are. Because the beautiful thing about it is you start to move in the love versus the fear. And when you move in love, you start to see yourself and other people. You start to see the fear in other people. You start to see other people doing things because they feel rejected or they want to be accepted. You start to see it in other people. And it's like you feel the same way. You have the same fear, but guess what? You're willing to face it. That means you're brave. That means you're courageous. Like Denzel Washington said, being courageous is having fear present, but you're just doing it anyway. So as you approach situations, in the back of your mind, you can be afraid of rejection as well. But guess what? You're saying, you know what? Of course I want to be accepted. Of course I want to be loved. Of course I want people to value me. But I'm going to show up in a way to the point where I'm giving it to myself first. And by giving it to myself is being brave and saying, you know what, I'm not waiting for somebody to give it to me. I'm going to give it to myself by being it, by walking as it, by talking as it. And yes, I do have those emotions where I want to be accepted, but I'm just giving it to me first. I'm giving it to me, and I'm walking boldly in that. I'm walking boldly in it. We all want to be accepted. We all want to be loved and valued and appreciated. It's human nature. We all want that. We all want to feel accepted, like we not being judged. I can really be myself, no mask. I can really show up as myself. I don't have to be perfect around you. I'm just being me, and you pick up what I'm putting down. You get it. And I'm not performing. Like, I'm just being me. You like, that girl funny, or that you crazy. I get that. It's just a flow. It's just because I'm just being me. And as I be me, then as you be yourself, you'll be surprised by how many people relate to you by you being yourself. But nobody can see you if you don't give them anything to be seen. If you doing what's safe, if you doing what's socially accepted, then we all know how to be socially accepted. So now it's just mask, entertaining mask. But it's not real, recognizing real. Because ain't nothing real happening. It's time for some real stuff to happen. But it starts with self. It starts with knowing yourself. It's okay. You won't ever be able to address a wound. You won't ever be able to heal something that you're not aware of. Accept it. Accept the fact that, man, I wanted something. Why would I expect somebody to be able to give me something like that? I gotta give it to myself first. But how does that look? Where do I start? How does it look to accept me first? How does it look? How do I feel? How can I put to words how I feel? I just know I feel a way, but I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to put words to it. But I know I feel a way. I know I don't feel good. I just don't know where to start. Just accept it. Because if you don't, the cycle just going to continue. You're going to be good. You're going to be around these people for a short period of time. It's going to feel good. Why? Because of the storyline that you're telling yourself. And it feels good because they are satisfying a particular perspective that you have, and it's like, okay, well, I am accepted, or they do like me, or they do love me. But how long will that last? Because you only feel away by something that you telling yourself about the moment. But what happens when that moment displays something differently than what you've been saying it is, but now you gotta interpret that. Right? You got this, okay? You got it. You got it. Feel how you feel, okay? Feel how you feel. But you're gonna make it through. And this time, let it be on your terms, okay? I love you.